Hi there, this is Richard, and the Bible Nugget today is from Mark 11. It's the triumphal entry of Jesus. Now, when they drew near to Jerusalem, to Bethphage and Bethany at the Mount of Olives, he sent two of his disciples, and he said to them, "Go into the village opposite you, and as soon as you have entered it, you will find a colt tied on which no one has ever sat. Loose it and bring it, and if anyone says to you, 'Why are you doing this?' say to them, 'The Lord has need of it,' and immediately he will send it here." So they went their way and found the colt tied by the door outside on the street, and they loosed it. But some of those who stood there said to them, "What are you doing, loosing the colt?" And they spoke to them just as Jesus had commanded. So they let them go. I think it's kind of crazy. Then they brought the colt to Jesus, and they threw their clothes on it, and he sat on it. And many spread their clothes on the road, and others cut down leafy branches from the trees and spread them on the road. Then those who went before and those who followed cried out, saying, "Hosanna! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Blessed is the kingdom of our father David that comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest." And Jesus went into Jerusalem and into the temple. This is the entry of Jesus into Jerusalem. I'm pretty sure it was through the eastern gate. And the Hosanna, the psalm that they're singing there, is a messianic psalm. That psalm is only supposed to be sung for exactly this procession. It was supposed to be signifying when the Messiah comes, that they sing that psalm, which is Psalm 118. And these people are singing it. And in one of the other Gospels, it actually says that the scribes and the Pharisees told them said to Jesus, don't let them sing that, don't let them sing that, because they knew it was a psalm that was a messianic psalm. But Jesus said if they didn't sing it, that even the rocks themselves would cry out. So I thought this is amazing, and how all these little details were prophesied about the colt, for example, about the psalm, for example, and how everything just fitted in perfectly. And the crazy thing to me is that the scribes and the Pharisees, they should have known. They should have known, because the date and what Jesus would do, and that the fact that the Messiah would come in riding on a colt, and that this psalm would be said about the Messiah. How could they have missed it? It was prophesied. It's all the way through the Old Testament. And Jesus had ticked off and fulfilled all of those prophecies, yet they still wouldn't believe. I mean, as Jesus himself said, that their hearts were hardened, that there was scales or a blindness over the eyes of the Jews. But he also knew that part of the prophecy was that he would be rejected by the mainstream Jewish people. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you.